says, let
Yes.
us know when we are the live.
I
don't know. I think I'm a little dead right now.
Excellent way to start the stream, Ben. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Mehcast Reacts. And tonight, our second stream of this day, this fine Saturday, the 14th.
It wasn't
Nothing
supposed to
unlucky
be
happened
this
on
way.
Friday the 13th. Yeah, we were supposed to watch this on Friday the 13th. I forgot that yesterday was Friday the 13th.
That's fair.
Alex's Discord fucking imploded. You want to talk about that?
Well, I'll talk about it briefly. So, I got home, I clicked on Discord, and it endlessly cycled. Forever. So I quit Discord, tried it again. Didn't work, restarted my computer, reinstalled Discord, reinstalled an alternate Discord client, tried to access it via the web, installed the public beta test version of Discord over top of the vanilla version, and that it didn't start working again until Saturday the 14th at approximately 12:30 in the morning.
And Ben was over here being like, well, you should have done a 12:30 a.m. thing. I'm like, I had to tell him, oh no, I got work in the morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is like normally Ben is the one who tells us that, no, we can't do it that late, I got work in the morning.
I was making a fucking joke and you know it.
I do know that, but I'm still gonna give you shit about that. Because it was fucking funny.
Hey,
anyways.
If it happens tonight...
we were supposed to do it Wednesday, but I had the fucking flu.
Yeah.
And I still have a nasty
This has been a perfect storm of bad things happening this fucking week.
And
then, no, I'd still say good stuff.
True,
and the crocodile ate Jedi's penis. It was horrible.
And me not getting paid either, so there's that.
Is the context behind that?
Even that was my dick off.
I got home, and the first message I see is like, get in here right now or I'm ripping Jedi's dick off. And it's like, Ben, what the hell is going on in my Discord server? What are you doing? What are you doing, my friends? Like, Kevin says, Cell was tired of going through Kermit's list, so he went out and found a legit fight. 50k likes and Cell will fight someone even more powerful than Neo Metal Sonic. Domain expansion, Swamp of Serenity, which is funny. Funny you should bring up the Kermit crossovers Devil Artemis did, because I just got back from watching the Muppet movie, and guess what? Nobody showed up, so we're gonna do it all again next week.
Yay!
Kevin says Ben doesn't have the balls to go through with any of his threats.
What a fucked up week this has been for all of us.
I know.
Yes, and I'm also going.
Tony got a $0 paycheck. Give him a hand, everybody.
Woohoo! Good news, though. I'm going on vacation this week, so.
Let me see if my there we go.
Here's actually the funny thing about that, Ben. If they don't settle things in Congress in the next 2 weeks, or they get settled by the time I'm back from vacation, I get all that leave back for free.
Nice. Also, Tony works for the government. He's stronger than all of us, technically.
Neo Metal Sonic is also recovering from Tails uploading all of DeviantArt into his head. Yes, he is.
I'm gonna pat you guys down and take your water.
No, not my water. I need that for work.
Is that code for drinking my pee?
No, actual water.
If I don't have water, I have to drink pee, and that's not as good.
Good. Drink your piss.
That sounds like the understatement of the century, Ben.
Hang on.
It looks like apple juice, but let me tell you, it doesn't taste like it.
So we should probably start.
Yeah.
It's work.
This is probably the least coherent intro. Oh, I want to complain about something real quick before we go. So I ordered Resident Evil 3 Lemonade from G Fuel, right? I got Teabagger iced tea lemonade from Amazon instead. I'm very unhappy about this. Anyways, play.
Yeah, I showed this one to my friend a couple days ago, and she's big thing I'll take away here is that she was actually surprised at how badass some Sonic characters are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like,
And
As a
goes without
longtime
saying-
fan of both of these franchises, I am not.
Yeah, no.
and I told her like, yeah, some of them are pretty badass. You just
Oh,
gotta-
get ready for some killer editing, Alex.
Yeah, the editing is really good here.
Tell me, are you using? Are you using the Seed of Might footage, guys?
Earth's new apex predator, the
I don't know, maybe.
Piccolo went to investigate this
Nope,
man's
that's
and
Blu-ray
discovered that
footage.
It was intelligent.
At least it's clear.
Unravel to absorb
Yes.
its hapless victims.
Looks better than the
They
orange
get
bricks.
Yeah, they've used the orange brick anime footage for a lot of their Dragon Ball fights.
I win.
I win. Years ago, the world
No, you don't. You're Cell.
advanced paramilitary.
Oh, Alex.
This death battle prioritized primary canon in manga and anime. Yes.
Yeah, because
That's
he's
how you
only
prove
appeared
it out.
in anime and
Yes,
manga.
Yamcha's most well-known move.
Also, they confirmed no GT scaling. Thank God.
Well, he can't get GT scaling.
I know, but some people were coping about that.
Didn't he get mogged in GT?
I mean, he absorbed Goku temporarily.
Yeah,
think Goku
temporarily.
busted
It didn't
out.
last.
Once and for all.
He made a ton of them.
Oh, Alex.
Energy and
While superficially similar, Cell Max from Dragon Ball Super Superhero is a separate character from Perfect Cell.
No
Yeah,
shit.
that
Cell
needed
was
to
never
be
in
more
GT,
obvious.
barely anyway.
No one, why is that?
Proceed to use
No.
anime scaling to give Cell certain scales.
However, none of Jiro's
Yeah,
Kevin says,
my
Gizmo,
only
you
thing-
forgot that Cell and Frieza fought Goku in Hell, didn't you?
Goku and his fellow martial artists possessed.
Yeah,
luckily,
Kevin, get in here.
Android left.
he can't.
Booger so complex he'd take years after Jiro's death to complete. Its name was Cell.
Born from a single cell, get it?
Creator, Dr. Jiro. Height 7'0". Classification, Bio-Android. DNA composition, Earthling, Saiyan, Namekian, Frieza clan, etc. Created to avenge the Red Ribbon Army. Extremely annoying to draw. Likes tournaments, heat up, and Kermit the Frog. Hi-ho!
I am Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog here.
I am Cell's best friend.
I don't
Best-
usually
best-
resort to violence, but
Best
this is a big
friendship
exception.
ever. Also, can we talk about how the Frieza race is just the Frieza clan?
It's
Imagine
because
being
they
alien
don't have
species.
any
I
alien
know, but
name.
imagine being an alien species and it's named after some random dictator. Oh, hey, I'm the Hitler clan.
I am a
That's what-
Hitler. You know, but that's right. It's known fact. I am also dope on the mic.
Also, this is a plug before we get back. Devil Artemis is currently working on versus animations for his channel, and his first one is going to be Little Mac versus Hippo.
Was
It was
what he's
like-
compassionate
It was like,
for.
screw you, Death Battle fans. I'm gonna make my own shit.
Nah, it's not that.
Yes, it is. He confirmed it, Ben.
Oh,
Yeah, wasn't that on like a Reddit post a few weeks ago?
Yeah, it was a Reddit post. Anyway,
Yeah, it
continue.
was like-
I don't think it was literally that though. I think that's just his own.
It was.
project. I still don't think that. All right, let's continue.
This android possessed the genetic information of all the greatest warriors that had battled on Earth, and, when fully evolved, would become unstoppable.
And with their DNA, Cell absorbed all their powers and techniques too.
Common among all of them is the power to manipulate ki, or the energy that exists in all living things, and weaponize it
That's
to fire
like the
energy,
Force.
footage.
fly at faster than light speeds, move things with
That's-
Damn it.
and
That
create
was
force
Kai.
From the humans, Krillin and Tien, Cell knows the multiform technique.
Alex, you're the only one that noticed
That's
this.
And the Tri-Beam, his extra special favorite. Oh, weird, I'm not seeing Jiangsu on this list. Sorry, bud.
Is Jiangsu human?
Oh,
Good question.
Cell can fire the
Every
Death Beam,
Z
as well as
fighter,
breed
Sans,
That's orange
Yamcha
blood.
and Cell's
space
makeup.
with the alien genes of Frieza and his father.
and because he's got Piccolo's DNA, Cell can regenerate.
Okay, I am
Martin here.
95% certain I can't do that. We'll discuss that later.
Multiple times, and cannot be destroyed unless the small cluster of cells at the core of his being is eradicated.
Should that little
Better
bugger
triangles
survive,
and fucking
Cell
squares.
will
Very much,
always
Kevin.
return, even
Ugh,
stronger than before,
that's an
because
ugly
of the
doll
same
there.
DNA he got from Goku and Vegeta. Definitely the cream of the
The
genetic
cream of
crop.
the crop, the macho man. Key manipulation, flight, absorption, telekinesis, self-destruct, Saiyan power boost, Namekian... That's called the Zenkai boost, but whatever the fuck. Namekian regeneration, Kamehameha, instant transmission, Gallic gun, Big Bang attack, special beam cannon, death beam, solar flare, multiform technique, tri-beam destructo disc, and spirit bomb.
Cool. Anyways,
Gallic gun, spirit bomb, and of course Kamehameha, as well as
Be like,
Hi,
nice bio data you got there, Cell.
Crazy stuff
Now it's all
they
mine.
get every time they almost die.
They can even evolve to become orders of magnitude stronger in the midst of battle. Combine that with Cell's
Too bad I
healing
never used the
factor,
spirit bomb
and he's
outside of the
effectively
games. Without Toei
ultimate
scaling, the DBS
warrior.
cell and the
Like a
whole of Dragon Ball would be
perpetual
stuck in the
shonen motion
multi-solar
Driven
system
by a
tier.
biological imperative, Cell wanted nothing more than to devour Giroud's
Goku's also a
previous
bum.
17 and 18, believing it would make
I
him
think Goku's a
perfect.
bum.
Only one problem. The
Hey,
cells
at least we can
were
agree on
born in
something
the
here.
future, and both 17 and 18 had been destroyed. So he murdered
Bunch of
Trunks and went
losers.
back in time. Not our Trunks, future Trunks. Well, not future Trunks, but another future Trunks. It's very complicated. There's like
We'll just say it was the super version.
Larval, larval state, imperfect cell, semi-perfect cell, perfect cell, powerhouse, power weighted, super perfect cell.
Comparable to Super Saiyan 2.
Developing a lust for
We'll
battle.
call this
became
Super
less
Cell
creepy
2.
bug serial killer and more.
And multiverse
well,
theory is a
after
bitch, Kevin.
exploiting that very same
Yeah.
arrogance and warrior's pride, Cell finally became perfect.
And easily dominated
He
Trunks
is for
and Vegeta, the latter
priceless,
of whom
the
had
look
decades of
upon
battle
your
experience under his belt.
Perfect
faces.
Cell's power
E
so
for
extreme.
extinction.
All your
Earth
beauty
All your
races
pretty races
are for revolution, which will be televised. F is for
F
hell.
is
guys,
how you
please,
are.
I don't know what
You
a
are.
single thing that's being
Still means
said
that
right
Cell's
now.
keyway would have to take 2.8 billion miles to eradicate every planet.
But Wiz, maybe he was just exaggerating.
Not likely. Cell's claim has been backed up in multiple guidebooks and even
Nice.
demonstrated
Yep,
outright
see,
in
that's-
video games.
Cell's even stronger in the anime
That's a good source to
adaptation,
cite. I
considering
like
the
that
time
they're
Frieza blew
bringing up
Namek.
that
In the
counter-argument
anime,
and
the
citing a source
explosion
against
was
it.
literally
And-
Frieza also survived the same blast. Other Toei characters like Garlic Jr. can create miniature black holes and nearly destroy a pocket dimension containing stars, making Frieza's feat consistent.
Yeah.
Reasonably
Light
consistent.
years wide,
The
and
perfect
Thank you,
being
Toei
kicks
scaling.
perfect
And
ass.
Cell was far stronger than Frieza was at that point in time.
Hell, the Namekians
That
could
looks like
sense him all the
30th
way from a
anniversary
different
footage in
galaxy,
places.
And thought he might be a threat to the whole universe.
He's
He's
an
also
odd combination.
incredibly fast.
Can destroy the solar system, takes Krillin's Destructo Disc, survived a planet-sized final flash, regenerated from self-destruction, compared to Demon Supreme King Demon Deborah. God fucking damn it. Defeated Piccolo, Vegeta, Trunks, Goku, and briefly contended with the almighty Hercule Satan.
Oh my god.
Mr. Satan would have soloed if he wasn't
Yeah,
sick
he
that
got
day.
dust in his
Full of
eyes.
blitzing even the
I got
strongest
dust in
at
my
the
ass.
time. Goku flew from Grand
He had-
Kai's planet to
he had the
Heaven
flu.
Flip.
That's orange
hundreds
bricks.
of
What are you
billions of
doing?
light years in half a minute. And that was in his base form.
Yeah, that's cool, but how about the power to squeeze mini Cell Juniors out of your butt?
God, why?
Never heard
It's
that?
Blu-ray orange brick, Alex.
Yes, the power
It is
of
described as the
childbirth.
size of a universe in the Daizenshu and by characters in the anime. Goku did this shortly after dying, while he was still largely inferior to Cell.
Entirely without peer. No longer wedded to Giroud's petty grudge, decided to prove it with a tournament.
The Cell Games! And if Goku couldn't even beat him, what hope did anyone else have? Vegeta couldn't even handle a Cell Jr.
Their last hope was Goku's own son.
Or Cell Jr.
After Cell arrogantly let him power up, Gohan unleashed his rage, pushed the bug monster to his absolute limits, and beat him. Wow, Cell,
It's
you're really
clear
Vegeta, aren't you?
In truth,
My
That's a-
spirit goes
no.
in that face,
Saiyan genes that made him all-powerful also sowed the seeds of his
Quiet, quiet, Alex,
He
quiet.
got so mad he even blew himself up. Maybe he does have some Chaozu in him after all.
Even that wasn't enough to totally put him down, and he came back with the same
Be part of the
Super Saiyan
conversation
power-up
now on
that
hashtag
Gohan
Cell
had just
Games.
unlocked.
Super Perfect Cell! Now with more lightning, in a battle for the ages, Cell put the entire weight of his biological programming against one lone Saiyan, and went the distance.
But in the end, it still wasn't enough. No matter how brilliantly Dr.
I
Gero
mean, can
copied
you
the
really
Street
say you
Fighters,
went the
he
distance
still
when you
couldn't
got
quite
beat
figure
by
out
a
their knack for
10-year-old?
going Beyond.
What can be destroyed
11-year-old.
can always be
11-year-old.
rebuilt. All it takes to recreate the most fearsome warrior in the
I've always
universe
thought that they
is
should have
one
taken Baby
single
Cell from the
cell.
present
You
timeline
talked
in
over the
and
last bit. I'm
We're
rewinding.
going beyond.
made him good.
What can be destroyed can always be rebuilt. All it takes to recreate the most fearsome warrior in the universe is one single cell.
But
Hey, real quick, did you know Death Metal launched our own
Skip.
gaming channel? It's called The Nightly Brew.
You guys
We're
should
doing
watch
Dungeons and
that. It's
Dragons,
pretty
plus
good.
Tower, and a bunch of other stuff. I'd love if you
I
could
mean,
check
if
it
you're
out.
playing
We just
D&D, I'll
finished our
tune in.
campaign through the old school Tomb of Horrors, the most D&D history. Here's
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you quadruple in size.
Alex, you know D&D. How infamous
Shut
is
up,
this?
shut up.
Of the
absolutely infamous.
columns. There's no way you can fit in this room without touching columns. So you begin floating up.
It's my
into
last
the air.
character.
As giant balloon soot drifts closer to the demon face. God. When he gets just a couple feet away from the mouth, soot disappears.
Oh
Aaron's crying. You were like, oh,
These
this
guys need to
dungeon's
hire the
terrible.
Legend of
It's the
Evantris
most, like,
editors to
everybody
do their
thought it was the
highlights.
hardest thing, and I was
Yes.
Because I know this
these
is
other sessions.
like,
And then we hit
oh, is
this
that- oh shit, is that a
fucking
5-string
room,
bass?
And I am at my limit.
That's a 5-string bass back there.
With all of my being.
That's a Tiger Sword.
Yeah, you guys should go watch
Yeah,
those guys.
That's not the most compelling ad for a D&D show that I've ever seen. But yeah, that sounds like it'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
Tomb of Horrors is always a fun module to play through.
Well, how
Yeah, it's-
infamous is it, Alex? I'm curious.
It is
I'd rather not-
basically bullshit the dungeon.
Yeah,
I'll send.
yeah, I was
I'll
gonna say I'd
react-
rather not spoil a whole lot, but it is. Tomb of
I'll
Horrors
try and-
is
Hey,
essentially
that's all
them
I need to
taking the
know then.
piss.
Alex, you're the Sonic super fan. Fact check everything.
Time and again, the world.
All right, time to put my autism cap on.
By the evil and oval, Dr. Ivo Eggman.
Autism activate.
Time and again, that same world and those same critters were saved by Sonic the Hedgehog. No matter how many robotic...
This death battle will prioritize Sonic the Hedgehog primary canon, the video games and IDW comics. Unfortunately,
All right,
that
you have
means
to
that
read
Sonic
every
X.
single thing for this analysis in that voice. You have no choice.
Badniks, the good doctor, threw at his blue spiky
And
nemesis.
Satham
His
are
schemes were
off
always
limits.
10 jumps to the glowing pink spot away from getting
Alright,
cooked
so
But it wouldn't be over easy for Eggman.
I'll
God
go
damn it, I
send
hate
you-
that hedgehog!
Make his own Metal Sonic.
So this is Metal Sonic's
Hello.
fourth death battle, technically.
Damn, he does look metal as hell.
It's basically two. It's basically
Created me, Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik. Comes in at 3'3", but don't underestimate him. Weight 276 pounds. He's even fatter than I am. Alias Hypermetal Sonic Metal Overlord Metallics Main CPU Lips AI Eggman Custom Chip. Created by me. Frame Monocoque Titanium.
Engine.
And it goes back to
Monocoque
penis,
titanium.
everyone.
15 cubic inches, 4-valve orgone fusion engine. What?
like destroying.
Holy technobabble, Batman. Likes destroying Sonic, Breezy. Hates Sonic.
Sonic, Sonic, Sonic.
It goes like beyond the fucking screen.
He hates that hedgehog as much as his daddy does.
Oh, don't say it like that. That's weird.
Ooh, mummy.
Oh, Ben, that is not the weirdest use of daddy that I've ever seen on the internet in the last week. Eggman basically is his father.
sincerest form of flattery.
Yay!
Eggman built Metal.
Yay!
I don't know how to counter that.
His prototype.
Metal can zoom around at massive.
You might know everything that I'm going to do.
That doesn't change anything, because I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?
But I don't know anything I'm going to do, so I win.
Replicate his classic spin dash and light speed
True.
attack.
But he's got moves of his own.
He can attack with energy blast, fire a chest laser.
Imagine pitting
surround
this guy
himself in
against
electric
Connor
aura,
Kent,
or
yeah.
an impenetrable force field.
By overloading his circuitry with
Connor
energy,
Kent, I feel like, would
Metal
win.
activates maximum overdrive.
I mean,
His acceleration and obliterating anything in his path.
You-
At the risk of
You might know
self-destruct.
everything that I'm going to do,
that'd
but
be
that won't
nice.
help you,
The
since
road
I know
to
everything
the
you're
roadkill,
going to
but it only
do.
took one
Strange,
showdown on
isn't
Starlight
it?
Speedway to send
But what if I don't know what I'm going to do?
Metal
How can
True.
you copy me then?
Sonic in every way, and yet he doesn't.
What if I'm just
For some
genuinely
reason,
retarded?
Isn't able to capture that ineffable quality that makes Sonic the fastest thing alive.
The animation's
defeats
so
at the
good,
hands of
though.
Sonic
I
and
love
his
it.
Friends sharpen his AI into a seething hatred of his rival and a burning desire to prove himself superior.
They don't really mention that Metal
reach
Sonic also
inside.
thinks
Supersized
he is
red-ass
Sonic.
handed to you by
Try to
Sharpie
drain my
B. You know
energy.
something's gone horribly wrong.
Let
Metal's
me
defeat
show
gave him
you
an existential
just
crisis.
what
He
I'm
was
made
created to
of.
surpass Sonic and couldn't even manage that.
That context is wrong in the comic. He thinks he's Sonic and enters a crisis because he's not getting infected like Sonic.
And birthed him anew. You.
This Neo Metal Sonic
they
was
shouldn't
above
have
all
gotten the guy
far
Roland Nolan
smart.
had for him in a bridge hog.
Especially after he
But hey,
copied Eggman's
Devil
intelligence
Artemis
and
does a great
took
job in the
over his
episode.
empire. And we mean literally.
Well, you'll see, Alex.
If
You'll
Metal
see.
started as Sonic's copycat, why not hunt all of his furry friends down?
Faker,
and copy
I
them
think you're
too?
the only
Neo
fake
Metal
hedgehog
Sonic is
around
equipped
here,
with
because you're
scanners.
metal. Flight, spin dash, homing attacks, chest laser, V maximum overdrive, ring spark field, black shield, copycat, chaos control, time stop orbiting teleportation, spatial distortion, power ups, lost labyrinth treasure, hyper go on energy, dark rings, chaos emeralds, and the master emerald.
Glad you understand the
In his
objective. You're
optical
doing
sensors
great.
that can
Thank you,
copy a
thank you.
person's biodata, giving him the ability to recreate all of their abilities in seconds.
Like the Sonic Boom, Knuckles' hammer punch,
Sonic
Tails'
Boom,
magical
Sonic
swiveling
Boom.
asshole.
I like it. They actually
Sonic
show the footage.
Boom.
Suck at fishing.
Metal isn't just learning their moves.
Tails speculates in the IDW comic that Metal could have copied Blaze's pyrokinesis or soul emerald manipulation. His comments also infer that Metal can copy multiple traits at once. Remember that one fan game where Infinite and Neo Metal Sonic teamed up and the latter was absolutely dumb? I remember a lot of Sonic fan games, Kevin. I used to play those all the time. Who here remembers Sonic Advanced Flash?
I do.
Yes.
No, you don't. You don't remember it. Shut up.
Yeah, his copy
I
I
do
used to-
know.
I used to
No,
play
I played it
those
on
where
my middle school computer.
I used to
No,
play.
you
Yeah,
didn't.
I had an. I downloaded the Flash, the SWF file for that because I didn't have until I got my Game Boy Advance.
Chaos, but I guess that shouldn't surprise me.
It was a Sonic Forces sequel that had cutscenes ripped right from the comics.
in the universe.
You mean the chaos?
Oh my fucking god!
Emeralds contain an infinite wellspring of mystical power and
You know,
life
whenever I feel
With
like
them,
I'm
Metal can
making an
perform
odd
Shadow's
reference
chaos control.
in my
He can
writing, I
teleport,
always
warp,
think, you know,
distort
that's
space,
something
boost
somebody
his
wrote
speed, and stop
unironically.
time. And with either the Chaos Emeralds or Master Emeralds,
Metal Sonic
he can
Kai.
transform
It's
into
Metal Sonic without all of the filler. Giga Metal Sonic, Neo Metal Sonic, Metal Overlord, Master Overlord, Super Neo Metal Sonic. Invulnerability, energy projection, and size shifting.
Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Super Neo Metal Sonic also says, well, like he's Keanu Reeves.
Can move at faster than light speeds and has the power to move continents.
The Emeralds are inconceivable.
Sonic Speed Simulator follows Sega Sega's character lore and guidelines, and shows Metal can achieve a more stable super form with the Chaos Emeralds, in addition to using the Master Emerald in the IDW comic.
Powerful. They've been used to fuel Eggman's Death Egg.
As much as I love Ryan Drummond and Sonic Heroes, I vastly prefer Ray Chase as a Metal Overlord.
Destroy whole universes.
Other
Excuse
super
me.
characters like Sonic have battled and defeated beings like the Time Eater, who could destroy multiple dimensions and timelines in seconds.
You want me to
At
read
their
that?
Peak, 3 super
I guess not.
fought Solaris, who nearly consumed Sonic's entire multiverse.
Wait, what'd you say? What?
Metal Sonic should outclass the younger classic Super Sonic, who also fought Time Eater, and is capable of matching modern Super Sonics, Shadow and Silver, after copying their biodata. Super Neo Metal Sonic and modern Super Sonic have also fought evenly in Sonic Speed Simulator.
I can't believe the fucking Roblox game is canon.
Be just as powerful as
That's
any
the
other.
one we
But,
played,
But
isn't
he's
it?
gotta be quick because all that power
Yeah.
lasts a
Yeah.
short
Was that any good?
Ben made me download Roblox. It's alright.
Well,
It was
no.
for a friend. It was for a good cause, damn it.
It was.
Congratulations.
I had some fun. I had some fun playing the games. I did have to uninstall the fucking game though because it was taking up so much space on my phone.
and the strength to make
Yeah.
three super
And also
superheroes.
because
Himself, Overlord is
you had to feed a few pedophiles on there.
material.
And he knew it.
You know, once they found out I was 28, I got kicked off the platform because I wasn't jailbaity enough for them.
Usurped control of the Eggman Empire can keep up with the
Hang
Sonic the
on, Alex.
Hedgehog.
Hang
What?
on, they banned you, but they won't ban the actual child rapist on that site?
Ben,
Hey, he's a
you
good
may have
man.
fallen for one of my many japes.
God damn it.
Can keep up with Sonic the Hedgehog, flew from little planet to Earth in seconds, harness the power of the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald, matched Eggman's genius intellect. Good boy, Daddy loves you. Battled Team Sonic, Rose, Dark, and Chaotix all at once, and defeated Sonic, Knuckles, Silver, and that bastard Shadow the Hedgehog. I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker.
he's
You
lost
gotta do the whole
plot.
thing.
Jedi, get the tranquilizer, hurry!
I think Bender's dead.
I've been dying for the past fucking week.
I'm
Yeah.
awake. I'm
So you
Uh,
haven't died.
I'm dying. So fucking die. Okay, let's do
Might
this.
as well have had its own health bar. Metal's drive to surpass his rival had morphed into the delusional belief that he was the original, and Sonic the loathsome copy.
A copy that Metal had finally outclassed. All the heroes Metal had gathered had to team up to take him down.
He may have stolen their abilities,
Eggman
but
states
Metal
that the
never
Chaos
possessed the
Emeralds
thing that
roughly
made the
match
Sonic
Metal Overload in
heroes
power, making him
successful.
comparable in
Their
feats to
friendship and
machines
teamwork.
powered by other emeralds or other equivalents.
Oh, sorry, I
Why
forgot to
did you
pause it for
pause that?
Didn't you notice
I'm
it?
reading
sorry.
faster as time goes on just because I don't know if it's going to go away.
Sorry.
Please apologize. The fiddling my
I didn't even
microphone was
realize it.
falling over.
Gag. Probably should have added some of those goddamn rails to the final boss fight, because it is impossible to land on those things.
True.
Ah, I
True.
fucking hated that
Eggman
sequence.
reprogrammed Metal to purge
All right,
any
Alex,
sense of
listen.
rebelliousness from
Don't talk.
Rose.
Listen to
Metal
this.
returned to being the Eggman Army's chief enforcer, always proving invaluable as the Bad Doctor's greatest creation. Now completely obedient.
Let's go, Dad.
Once again.
I don't know, Wiz. Who knows what's really going on behind those glowing red eyes? Maybe Metal is more cunning than he lets on, and is only biding his time until he can take over again.
Maybe the most powerful thing that Metal copied was the ability to lie.
So fucking good.
Ooh.
So
That
ooh,
that
so
is a
good.
hell of a way to end that sequence.
Dude, like that is like Sega. Take fucking notes, man. Like, please use this. They just gave you something perfect to use. That's
They just gave you something.
so. That's so.
perfect.
That's such good character shit. Like that. Like that's just aura farming in analysis mode. So fucking good. All right, another advertisement for Death
Hey,
Battle.
I'm Chad, the voice of Boomstick. And if you don't believe me,
Looks
well, what
like
about now?
Wiz.
That's what I thought. Look, the matchup is
God,
about
that
to
voice
begin, and we can't
switch
wait
is
for you to see
scary.
it. But first, I want to tell you about a brand new thing coming to the Death Battle store, and it's
It's
something
like when
you
I
guys
was
have been
doing the
asking
Kermit the
for.
Frog voice at the
Matchup
Muppets
pitches.
screening
It's a way to
earlier.
meet with me and Ben, the creators
Yeah.
of Death Battle, and pitch us a matchup that you've been wanting to see. Any matchup, any way you like. We'd love to hear from you.
That
This
hit
was
is going to
originally a
fucking
Kickstarter
hurt.
reward. Man, we wanted to keep
That's
going.
a-
lot of
that is
episodes
a-
of Death Battle that are currently being worked
that is
on
a
are
kick
because of a
to
pitch.
the,
So we want to give each pitch the time.
femoral
it
So
nerve
there are big
Quantity
inside
matchups
the knee.
happening.
quick.
Oh, yeah,
And
by
they
the way,
sold out
these
of all
pitches.
those pitches, by the way. It took less than
Yeah,
an
no,
hour.
they sold out on the pitches in an hour.
The
They were
Liam
three.
pitch, the Liam pitch specifically sold out instantly.
Yeah, so Liam, there were two categories. You could pitch your matchup to either Ben and Chad, and or Liam and Sam, and they both were $300. Both of them ran out in an hour. They did say that they'll bring it
Liam
back.
one ran out within under 5 minutes. The Ben and Chad one took about 30 minutes.
At least they had
Yeah,
a
so,
reasonable
okay,
limit
half-
on what they were willing to what they were willing to deal with, because Like, every time somebody like Todd in the Shadows puts out fan requests, he always does way too much, and these guys are like we're only gonna have like 4, you know?
Yeah,
Well,
so
they didn't
that's
say
good.
4, but
no,
yeah,
they
that-
didn't.
Enough.
It was well, but the broader point is that it was going to last. It's only a 15-minute call session, and they gave, unlike last time, they gave you the option to present your matchup however you want. It can be it can be via a PowerPoint presentation, or it can just be you talking about it, or you can just tell them, "Hey, I just thought of this funny ass death battle that I would like to present to y'all." And
hey, Alex, that sounds familiar to something we did a while
Yes.
back.
You can
I
find
wonder,
that video
if that
elsewhere
pitch
on this
is-
channel.
I wonder if there are any hints that our pitch might be done. Maybe I'm coping.
Fingers crossed.
I'm not. I won't lie. If Rocks for Starkiller actually happens, I'll cry. I'm going to get very emotional if that ever gets announced.
Yeah.
It never
Imagine-
will.
Imagine if it's going to be happening this year. It will be after Bakugo versus Reize.
I'm going to be in my deathbed, and all of a sudden they announce I'm going to jump out the fucking hospital window and be perfectly fine.
You're gonna be like the young. He's gonna be like the Undertaker coming out the coffin, being like,
Alex going to be looking on my grave. He's going to look at a notification wrist when Roxas versus Starkiller announced. My hand's going to smash through the fucking coffin, choking him out. I'm like, we're back, baby! All right, let's get to this. We're wasting time. Go on, buy their merch and support the site, by the way. They got the retro t-shirt. It's very cool. Listen, man, if we're going to leech off Death Battle's content, we might as well promote them.
Anyway, let's get to the part where
Sure.
you want to see it.
hey, we gotta get the
I'm
Death
cool
Battle
with that.
t-shirt.
We are
that
not
Solo's
Hassan Piker
picked.
around
Here
here.
we go. And remember, deathbattle.gg.
Hey, look. Gotta get the Death Battle t-shirt that soloed fiction.
All right, to the combatants.
All right, guys, no talking during the fight. Listen to the lines. They wrote gold for this.
Yeah,
I
Liam wrote a
love
good
this
script.
fight too.
Yeah, no, Alex, you'll appreciate this.
Salutations, Dr. Robotnik. Your reputation precedes you.
Love the music for this fight too.
Or face
Playing the fucking music!
and prepare to kneel before your master.
Master.
Double
Master.
performances from
He said
Devil
it.
Artemis. God.
Devil Artemis, Moro, and Hedgehog.
Yeah.
You can I'll tell you when it's Moro because it's hard to miss.
I don't know. I
Keep
thought
on
I could
technique.
figure out what it was. There's at least I could probably tell from some of the.
Oh, the
effects
hell
what they
with
do.
it! Special beam cannon! Vegeta combo! He's doing the Vegeta combo!
Tell me.
Gotta hit him with the macho elbow.
Yourself ever experience fear? Not anymore.
That was a double reference. It's comedy.
Yeah. Tell me, does the machine like do a self-experience here? This is Moro. All of this is Moro.
Yeah. I just want to mention that Devil Artemis pulls out 2 of the best voice performances in this show. It's so good.
Try to drain my energy.
Oh, that's the
Oh,
planet
little-
from a
little planet.
scene.
Me show you.
Look at that.
Oh crap.
What I'm made of. Simple curiosity. Try to take
Hey,
a
quiet.
bite.
Fool, you're dealing with the ultimate life form.
Yes.
I love the compliment to Shadow and the insult to Cell with that line.
Speaking of,
And this is the part where you know it's Metal Sonic's fight now.
alright. Oh! Give him a hand.
Take more than that to kill me.
Oh, I love how he grew his hand back mid-punch.
Yeah.
Now I know everything about you. Inside.
Right.
He did those toes! Even now.
Cell Juniors. Oh, hey, I could do that too.
Oh,
Oh, hey, cutie, I can do that too.
Gun.
I love how they integrate this stuff too.
Quiet.
Don't you?
I called this. I called this. This is what I wanted in this episode.
That's what just
Cell game.
Fucking destroyed the Cell arena.
Super perfect.
Yeah, let's fucking go!
Yeah, this is the part where she popped off.
I am not just the greatest warrior in the universe. I
am Aquaman. And then the
Hard line.
Quiet, everyone quiet.
pop-off moment here.
If you are all of them, then so am I. I'll never lose to a machine like.
Nope.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Let me show you just what I'm made of.
Simple curiosity. Try to take a bite of me.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Last line.
just
Yeah. Let's go.
made of.
So fucking
Very
raw.
10 out of 10. It's time for a death battle.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, let's already
Gizmo
put this
says-
one in S tier.
Gizmo says,
guaranteed.
Kiko, how you doing? Too bad Kermit
I
wasn't
can't-
there to watch this. He would have said,
Our bad.
Cell
Hey,
may have
buddy,
been one of the
you almost
greatest
had him.
Really
Dragon
large
Z,
cell
but
get
then
violated in
his creation
8K and it was
By the
worth
way,
it.
Alex, everyone shush. Alex, this is actually no dip. This is actually one of their best conclusions to explaining the victor
I can't. read.
I've seen in a while. All right, play it,
Say
Ben.
almost, but yeah, it's up there.
categories.
No.
Speed, abilities, and
I'll explain my issue at the end.
Who was the strongest? Well, it's no surprise that any version of Cell was gonna be way more powerful than base Metal or Neo.
Yep.
Even just using the manga, blowing up a solar system is far beyond the level of power output Metal can match.
Without his stronger forms. With them, the power gap entirely reversed. Not only could Metal match Cell's solar system busting or scaling from Frieza, but he could surpass it with the universe-destroying power of the Emeralds.
But hang on, Wiz. Those Namekians said that Cell was strong enough to threaten a universe on his own.
They did, but they didn't specify how, and there's nothing suggesting he could destroy it in one go. Especially since
Fair
it's
enough.
only brought up theoretically and without any time frame.
Even being generous and a
Alex.
Which voice should I do?
Yes.
Fox.
Do both.
Follow your heart.
I can't. Even scaling Cell to Toei Broly, who could destroy the Southern Galaxy, would still be less powerful than threatening the entirety of Sonic's multiverse.
assuming he could
And
just
Sonic's
blow it up.
multiverse is just as crazy as Marvel's or DC's.
Yeah.
Super Neo Metal would scale to them. Metal Sonic.
Wait until we eventually get to do it.
And with
To
Sonic
you
characters
guys
being known for
see
their
the
Oh,
Kamen
this
Rider
is a good
multiverse,
section.
for Metal.
At his max speed in his super form, he should be comparable to entities like the Time Eater, who in Shadow Generations can destroy entire universes in seconds. By
Great
using
game,
the
worth
radius
picking
of
up.
the observable universe, we can
Yeah,
estimate the
the
time
remaster for Generations, not so
about
much.
180 quadrillion times faster than
I mean,
light.
you get a free remaster of Generations with
A free
Shadow's
shitty
game.
remaster.
It's not a shitty remaster. Like the cutscenes are, like
180
Rouge's boobs don't
times
jiggle as
faster
much,
than
but the
Hey, just
generally
the
speaking,
the
thing
difference
like
that-
I wasn't
I can
even
find
talking
I can
about
find mods if I want to see bad
bastardizing
tits.
English.
to Gohan or
I
Super
already
Perfect
own the
Cell.
game though.
Super Saiyan multiple
Like
I
I'm
do
not
too. I'm still
I'm
gonna
not-
bitch about it.
I'm not super down in I'm not super down on it because for the most part it does look pretty good.
Let me take this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let me get out my Cell voice. Both Cell and Metal scale to characters with potential infinite speed feats, like Metal Cooler and Black Doom. However, these would cancel each other out, given equal leeway.
You should have tied it then.
Flyers, Super Perfect Cell can move upwards of 100 times faster than that. And so 100
It's not as good as Alex's, but it gets the job done.
The edge in speed.
Speed should have been tied if you're
Indeed.
using infinite speed.
That Let's see if any of their abilities could tip the scales.
They shared many of the same powers, like telekinesis, force fields, and energy projectiles. Of note though, Cell's regeneration was clearly superior, able to fully heal from a single cluster of microscopic cells.
On top of that, Cell's Saiyan genes would let him grow in power every time he almost died, and his Cell Juniors gave him the numbers advantage.
And considering Super Neo Metal had a time limit, Cell would have a big advantage in a battle of attrition.
But with Chaos Control, that became a lot tougher.
Cell and his juniors had no way to deal with Metal boosting his speed or stopping time, something that countered Cell's speed advantage and left him open. And with Silver Psychokinesis, or the Emerald Spatial Distortion,
I like
Metal
the
could seriously
Jun
impair
Senua-esque
Cell's healing.
cover
It
of
helped
the
that
Cell
Cell
theme
could
they're
fall
playing in the
back on his
background.
martial arts abilities.
Yeah.
Despite effectively being a newborn, Cell's genetic instincts allowed him
The song is called Metal as Cell, by the way.
Oh, I'm buying this again.
Definitely isn't as good a fighter. The Sonic
I love
heroes
this
haven't
song.
trained
This is
like
great.
The Z fighters, and Metal's been beaten by all of them a bunch of times.
And I love how they switch, how the song switches over to the
Watch
guitar.
this
Which
part.
leaves us with the one thing they're both known for, their capability to evolve and become more powerful in response to their opponents, aka their adaptation.
And frankly, that's where this back and forth completely breaks. Because at the end of the day, Metal can copy Cell, but Cell can't absorb Metal.
Cell's ability to physically absorb an opponent.
The Daisenshu claims perfect Cell gained 18 and 17's infinite energy generators after absorbing them. However, not only does Cell tire against Goku, the Chaos Emeralds also grant Metal infinite energy within the Super Transformation's time limit.
Is primarily viable against foes he can match or overpower.
Even if he took Metal by surprise, he can't absorb fully inorganic robots like Android 16.
Cell was only.
What are you made of?
Android
Pure
17
metal?
Because
Yeah.
Yes.
They're actually
I am
more like
designated
cyborgs, and we're
Android
called androids
16.
in the English translation.
Greetings.
Metal
I'm
We call them
Android
androids.
16.
We call them androids. Well, good for you, you're wrong.
Well, good for you, you're wrong. During a time stop.
And using it on Cell means he wouldn't just get Cell's powers, but the powers of all of the Z Warriors too.
Remember, Metal's copying applies to abilities that fundamentally.
Oh yeah, by the
affect his
way,
biology,
they
like
referenced an outro. We missed it, but they referenced the outro from Eggman versus Wily, literally verbatim.
Yep.
They said, "Well, that world's fucked. Our bad."
That was great.
Yes. Which, yeah,
That's so good.
Metal now has in this timeline, Metal has both the Chaos Emeralds and he has the abilities of the Z Warriors. So, yeah, that Dragon Ball timeline is pretty much fucked. Oh, well, time to wake up Lord Beerus.
Yep.
invincibility or Chaos's liquid body. Nothing Cell has would be off limits, especially given all of Cell's powers were genetically encoded in the first place. Quite literally biodata.
Oh, the irony.
Copied. Cell's regeneration? Copied. Cell's key techniques? Believe it or not, copied.
That won't be
Chaos
helpful
Emeralds are
since
described
Metal
as
will
being
just
able to
copy
produce
Beerus's
life energy,
powers.
similar to Ki. So
Yeah,
there's precedent
yeah.
for him being able
Pause.
to replicate Cell's power set. And at this point, there's nothing
Pause.
stopping Metal from
Pause.
saying
Sorry.
Furthermore, the Earth's life force energy restored the emeralds, and vice versa. In Sonic Unleashed, Chaos Energy can also manipulate souls and restore life. Just like Key. Why didn't you reference Sonic 06, you cowards? They
did!
They gathered the Chaos Emeralds and used the power
Liam, you
of Furry,
coward.
the power of Yif to
Liam,
bring him back to
you
life.
coward. How dare you?
a Kamehameha to vaporize him at a cellular level. Just like Gohan did.
Cell might be able to do
Oh,
anything
pause.
the Z fighters know how to do.
Pause.
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 Because
Pause.
anything Cell
Pause.
knows how to do.
Pause.
Sorry.
While Android 16, 17, and 18 lack natural Ki, they can imitate it with artificial generators. Metal Sonic's generators are similar, utilizing orgone energy, another form of life energy, further reinforcing that Metal could reliably imitate Ki.
Now, rewind, Ben.
Any options to retaliate? At this point, there's
That's
nothing
good.
stopping Metal from
I want Alex to
stopping
hear this.
time and using a Kamehameha to vaporize him at a cellular level. just like Gohan did.
Cell might be able to do anything the Z Fighters know how to do, but that's not gonna help him, because Metal can do anything Cell knows how to do.
Strange, isn't it?
Metal wouldn't also
Kevin
possess,
says that's because
including
Sonic
any of
06
his
never
previous
happened, Alex.
advantages.
That's fair.
Metal's copy ability is
I mean, technically it did, but also didn't.
It's like it did, but it didn't. It's a dead timeline now.
Cell died. Wiz, you get it? CD? Wiz? Where you go? Come on back.
Did
Somebody
get
shoot
next
them.
Oh,
time?
guys, watch next time. Quiet, watch next time.
Oh
Ooh.
yes.
Bomb
We
neck.
all know this. We all know who it is. I don't know where this one's going.
Yeah, another My
Bomb
Hero
neck versus
W.
Bakugo. Okay.
Yeah,
bet.
this one happened fast.
I am suspecting that Moro is working on this one, considering
Oh
No,
yeah,
he's not.
they
He's
have
been
not.
confirmed he's not
No,
working
no,
on
he's
it.
not. They have not confirmed he is working on it.
Yeah,
If
it's
they,
Origin Hero and someone else. I forget the name.
Oh, that's a shame.
they did hint subtly that there will be hand-drawn shots, but they said, and I quote, "It's a mix of styles." So that leads me to believe it's not going to be Moro. Plus,
Yeah.
Moro just worked on this section. Why the hell would you want to put him back to another fucking My Hero fight?
Well, I was at
Let
least
this man
expect-
take a break, please. He's not
He's
just a
working
My
with
Hero animator.
Are you high? This is the internet.
The man
you
is
never take a fucking break.
If you want to see, look,
Dude,
if you
listen.
want to see Moro's animation for this matchup, then go to his Twitter.
Yeah,
it's a shame they
go
stopped
back.
animating it, but I'm sure Origin Hero and what's the other guy's name? I don't remember. They're going to cook. I have faith in it. But yeah, this
Yeah.
matchup was
That's
not
more
even 6 months old.
So it's basically next time's going to be, I think, what is it? 2D you said? 2D with hand drawn stuff.
It's
Yes.
it's a blend of styles. Origin mentioned that he's using Blender.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's good. So at least it'll be interesting then. I was at least thinking.
Yeah.
Kevin says
probably got
next
more-
time
I
the
have-
Chainsaw Man fandom will have to attend Reze's funeral. Cue the coffin dance meme.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going
next
on
time-
with Chainsaw Man? By the way, I heard it had like an Attack on
Okay,
Titan ending.
Oh yeah, so can we talk about the fact that Chainsaw Man got canceled itself after
No.
this matchup got announced?
Okay, so here's what happened.
Yeah.
So, newest chapter ends off with like Denji and Chainsaw Man being eaten up by some random devil, and
Mhm.
Poochie is basically just like, "Hey, dude, this world's fucked."
Mhm.
And it's also pretty obvious that like even when you're going getting everything, it's not enough for you. So I'm gonna eat myself and reset this world. And then it just
Yep.
ends off on like this final shot of like the shack that it all began in. So
I could turn
So
Allegedly,
essentially,
Cause now the
all
guilt
of
is on
Chainsaw
mine.
Man out.
Can't live
All of
without
Chainsaw
the
Man
trust from those
never
who know.
happened.
No,
Yeah.
we
Or it's gonna be
Everything
like-
that
forget the past.
everything that we've been reading,
Can't forget
it
love
never
cry
happened.
because
so now
of
we're just
pain.
going back
It's
to
killing
man.
me inside.
Yeah. Yeah, Denji is no longer the Chainsaw Man. He's just
Just
a regular man again.
But yeah, this basically at least solidifies Denji versus Yuji then, considering Yuji's recent buffs in Medulla.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I still think even if if Denji versus Yuji happens, that's actually potentially going to be the first Chainsaw Man W, because they can still use all of that shit that happened with Detroit and Denji getting that upgrade temporarily. And the good thing
Because
about
at
it
the-
is that
Yeah, 'cause-
JJK's manga has long since ended, so there's nothing that can be added.
Medulla though happened though, which at least showed us the potential for like what post time skip Yuji would be like, which is kind of crap.
Yeah, but that kind of just dwells on Dragon Ball GT territory, where we have an idea of what the character could be like post a time skip, but we never actually, see it. It's just the
like full
implication.
potential.
Yeah,
like, full
it's
potential
literally
Yuji.
to quote the Sunny in Philadelphia meme. It's because of the implication.
But I'd at least say though, if we were to go with that, it's like we at least have a means of Denji being able to bust out Buchita in
I
a
am
death battle
happy-
without it having to be
Yeah,
anything crazy. Because now it's just like, oh hey, he's got control over it now. Okay, cool.
So real quick, back to this next time. I'm not super invested. I'm happy Bakugo's finally getting on the damn show. We finally have the Trinity done, and
that it's also not Bakugo versus Squidward or Yang.
Or no, if it was Bakugo versus Yang, then that would have just been another Ruby loss, and I don't think anybody wants that.
I want that. Fuck
Yeah,
Ruby.
fuck. I was gonna say fuck Ruby so much. I don't even want to see it anymore.
When I say everybody, I'm not referring to present company. I'm just referring to the Ruby fandom, because the Ruby fandom can't take a Ruby loss. Well, they can.
To be fair, they
kind of already did,
the
though.
They can. Okay, they can when it's the main character. For the most part,
lesbian. But when it's one of the lesbians, suddenly it's a bad thing.
Bi. That bitch is bi. I don't give a damn what anybody says. She is bi.
I don't know. I always
they
thought she was
retconned it. She doesn't like men anymore, even though she clearly did when she was first introduced.
They're
Oh,
appealing to the
Ellie in The
Bumblebee
Last of
fans.
Us.
And Monty Oum is rolling in his grave. Thanks a
Remember
lot.
when Ellie was geeking out over a nude dude magazine?
Yes, I do.
Well, now she's gay.
Well, just like Tim Drake's Robin, he's gay now.
And
But
Bobby
I'm
Drake
at least interested in seeing what they do with
the
Bakugo
They
versus
turned another
Raze.
X-Men character gay, I heard. I don't remember
Yeah,
which
no,
one.
yeah, Iceman.
But this one is
Iceman
big.
started this.
They also ended up dropping the G1 blog of it a couple days ago, and it's like the whole thing. All the images on there that they use for examples are pretty much Bakugo versus Raze slander. It's
This is going to be Bakugo's most stomp fight, and that's really funny because again, it's just so fucking hilarious that they also real quick before we move on, because we do need to move on to our ranking. They did mention, even though Ben Steiner kind of shot himself in the foot, because during one of their podcast chats, he mentioned that people were calling him out for saying that Rex versus Bakugo was a complete stomp, and they don't want to do stomp matchups for Bakugo. And this matchup is announced. He accidentally thought they were talking about it, but no, he misread it, and it turned out everybody was getting on him for doing this matchup. But he did say the reason why we won't do Rex versus Bakugo is because it has nothing to do with that it's a stomp. It's that they just don't like the mechanics of the matchup.
Yeah, Bakugo versus Rex is a neat idea in theory, but no.
I don't see that one working because it's like,
it doesn't
blow up your entire skeleton.
Hold on now.
It's actually
relatively almost even, because here we're not. You got to look at the bigger picture. But Rex can't get invincible scaling, aka he can't get the sun disc scaling, so he's essentially just a street tier character.
Before they find a way to give him the sun disc,
a power creep can get.
Bakugo versus Rex is still an objective stomp. I mean, let's match Bakugo against Captain Rex from Star Wars. Let's see how that goes.
Bakugo versus Squidward. Make that matchup happen.
Yeah. I also should note, Rex from Invincible doesn't even scale to Adam Eve.
No. Yeah, that's true.
Which is So again, I'll give.
It's funny because Rex Splode has become one of my favorite characters in that show.
Yeah, no, he was fantastic.
Yeah,
he sucked
at
the start, and now he's gotten really good. And if anything happens to him, I will be very disappointed.
Yeah, no, which is kind of similar to the canon. Which is similar to the comics.
Yeah.
Well,
I know what you're about to say. I've read the fucking comic.
I was in the Invincible fighting game trailer. Invincible's playing with Rex, and Omni-Man comes in and asks, "Are you winning yet, son?" He did the meme.
Yeah,
he did the meme. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
but this
Ben,
one's
bring
also
up
going to be
before I do, there's one thing I want to mention. This matchup happened really fucking fast because this matchup wasn't even like 6 months old.
I know.
No, it was
4 months when it was going
started to
viral.
gain.
back
Kevin,
in
that was the
It
November.
started
joke.
to gain. Yeah. So this matchup gained traction last year around November or December when the
around
Reze.
November.
Yeah,
It was
then
like
one-
after the Chainsaw Man movie came out, which is fucking awesome. Y'all should watch it.
yeah, and
Wander
everybody was like,
Jackson
"Oh,
also.
Reze versus Bakugo,"
And then,
and yeah, they're doing it.
It just kind
which
of happened.
but this
I'm
is
gonna
basically
predict.
in terms
I'm
of
gonna
memes. In terms of the
Go ahead.
memes, though, it's like it's a lose-lose for Bakugo because if he loses, the slander of him
won't.
being a bum ends up being solidified. But if he wins, he's now the sidekick to the Street Slasher.
I was gonna say it's like nothing of value is lost if Bakugo wins because again it's just it's an easy stomp for him, and that's it.
But
Also,
it's like there's still some arguability on how easy of a stomp it is. But it's like I'm very much so like, yeah, Bakugo wins. I'm still rooting for Reze anyways because I like her better.
I do want to say that this fight's probably going to do Cell versus Metal numbers because Cell versus Metal got to 1 million views in 11 hours after it came out, and by this week it's already crawled to 2.2 million views.
Deserved.
Yeah.
Surprisingly for a matchup I really didn't care about.
Yeah,
at all.
You mind if I go first on my thoughts on this episode?
No, it's time for a death battle.
Yeah.
We all know where it is, but let's get our individual
hang
reviews on
here.
this.
My thoughts are this. For Devil Artemis's swan song, goddamn, he went out with a fucking bang, and probably in the best possible way he can go out. I'm going to miss him on this show, man, because he really put his all into this. That's all for first off, the analysis. The analysis is really good. I would say Metal Sonics was the best part of the analysis, though, especially that fucking ending. Oh, well, that was fucking good. The whole line might be one of the best Ben Singer read lines in the series, and that says a lot. He's had a lot
It's
of good
also a
reads.
subtle. Okay, real quick before you continue, I'm surprised you didn't put it together. But if you really look at that line, then it's basically a callback to Galactus versus Unicron.
Wait, how?
So it's basically it basically ends on a kind of dour, kind of bitter note that kind of makes you think. It gets you to use your brain a little bit, is what I'm saying.
You mean the analysis or the fight?
The analysis, the way Metal's analysis ends, it very much feels like, okay, Liam must have taken some inspiration from Galactus versus Unicron because
I can see it.
It does feel like, okay, what this character starts off as, you don't think of anything from it, but then when you really start to dive deep into the character, you start to wonder, like, wait a minute, there's more. Is there more to this guy than meets the eye? No pun intended.
But yeah, analysis was great. The fight itself might be one of the all-time best Dragon Ball fights they've ever done. It's right.
Oh no,
it's almost as good as the third Goku versus Superman fight. That's how good this fucking fight is.
Excuse
First
me.
off,
Excuse
first
me.
off,
Excuse me.
Excuse me, Mr.
Fuck
President,
you.
what are you doing
oh
here?
no, Alex is going to cry that called Goku
Fuck
vs. Superman
you.
3 a good episode.
Yeah, it's one of the worst episodes of the entire fucking
You're
series.
fucking wrong.
All right. So
as a reminder, you got outvoted. It's right here.
Yeah. Anyway, continue, Ben.
All right. So voice performances. Devil Artemis genuinely gives a 10 out of 10 performance for Cell and Metal Sonic. Genuinely a perfect performance from Metal Sonic. I don't remember if he did it in Bowser versus Eggman. Correct me if I'm wrong.
If he did what?
The voice in that episode.
No, that was That was basically recycled audio from Metal's game
I
appearances
don't know
in
if
the
it was
game.
recycled because he says I'll crush you, which he doesn't say in the games as far as I'm aware.
Okay, then it may have been It may have been a different actor. It wasn't Devil. I
I
can
would have to.
confirm
I'll
that.
check it later. He does. Okay, before I talk about his Metal Sonic, his Cell. I've always wanted to hear him do a legit serious Cell, and he fucking blows it out of the park. He does some of the best Cell line reads I've seen in any material. And I didn't think he could do that because his voice always reminded me as a parody version of Cell, but he made me forget that with how good he was performing as the character. Like, genuinely, I am not just the greatest in the warrior in the universe. I am all of them. That was so fucking good. But his Metal Sonic is sublime. Like, what it was, oh my god, I could praise his voice all day. I'm not going to, but like the writing combined with both his voice performances elevates his episode to a whole other level. The animation too.
Would you also say that that Devil Artemis's serious Cell is on a similar level to a Dragon Ball Bridge Cell?
Well,
all right, so the animation, I don't think I need to say much. It might be one of the best in the series in terms of a 3D fight. It genuinely is in the top 10 of the best 3D fights they've ever done, if not like the top 6. It's almost as good as Goku versus Superman 3, which is high fucking praise because that's one of the best 3D animated fights in the series. Like, for a swan song for the show, Devil Artemis certainly blew it out of the park with his team. When I give the analysis, it is almost perfect. My only issue is speed. Because I'm still a little annoyed that they don't buy the infinite or incalculable supersonic super form speed feats. Because there are plenty in the Sonic games. I get why they don't do them because they don't like the infinite fallacies, but you've done these before, guys. There's plenty for Sonic and his group to use. I get that they didn't want to make it to one side because they need to give Cell something. But if you're gonna do that, at least do it like a tie. Give them both infinite feats at the very least. That way you have both speed and abilities tied. So it's still fair. But I get it. I get it.
It's not really that fair of a matchup anyway, so.
But it never was. This was Cell getting violated throughout the whole thing.
No, you're
right. One more
right.
thing I want to note is that the research they do perfectly matches the fight. Because Cell just stomps until Metal Sonic takes his data and uses the super form. Once that happens, the entire dynamic changes, and that's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a very high episode for me. I would put it above Solid Snake, but just below Bowser versus Eggman.
Yeah.
Just below. I can't call it better than that, but again, it's very close to like the very top spot.
Yeah, you're not going to get any disagreements from me.
Yeah, it just narrowly misses on that. But to be fair, those are masterpieces of episodes. You cannot blame me that these episodes are so high. They're high up for a good reason. The fact that Cell versus Metal Sonic is so close, for me anyways, says a lot. It says a lot.
Yeah, so I'm at least going to go ahead and tell you this with where you guys got everything. I would honestly say it's right around the same level as like Goku Black versus Reverse Flash, with just how fun they take both ideas for their respective matchups. So, so analysis aside, animation's great and everything, but I think the big thing that blew it out the water for me was once they actually implemented the bio copies, copying shenanigans, because that's what turned this. But that's honestly what made turn this episode from relatively all right to absolutely fun to kind of think about the shenanigans that can happen now with Metal Sonic in any sort of future episode, because that is some hella cracked bullshit that you can pull out there And with him also busting out all the little cute little references and moves that Cell could also do, pretty awesome too. And combining that with chaos control and all that stuff, pretty sick. Devil Artemis does a great job here, and honestly, I'm like, he's always done a good job with the 3 episodes that he's worked on. So even with like Kratos versus Asura, or how people didn't like that episode, it's like, I'm like, come on, he still blew it out the water still did a great job in terms of animations for all those fights anyways. So you're getting yourself it's like, I enjoyed all the fights that he's done. And I'm not really gonna hold it against him if he did like a subpar episode or something that you didn't enjoy just as much as everything else. But for this being like his last big episode on the show, it's like, you done gone good, kid. If I had to give it a number score, I'm like 9.5 out of 10. It is still really fucking good, man. But I'm like, but compared to like, but for Dragon Ball episodes, comparing this over here to like Goku Black versus Reverse Flash, it's like you're getting to one of my favorite episode territories right there. And also and as for Sonic episodes, easily one of the best. Not the good. I don't think it's good. I think it's in competition to potentially get close to Bowser versus Eggman, though, in terms of how good they did it. Like, seriously, well done, boys.
Alex.
I already said I don't have any disagreement with where it is.
You don't have anything else to say?
Not really. You guys have kind of gone on for a while, and I'd say, hey, this is an entertaining fight. They justified it well, and I don't really have anything else to say there.
Well done stuff.
I do agree. I do agree. I like the analyses for both. I think it's much better than Yusuke versus Ichigo. Not everything had a point. Nothing felt too forced. The decision to use multiple versions of the Dragon Ball Z anime with the different remasters, I thought was an interesting choice. Some worked, some didn't. I still to this day, like Alex, want to know, like, why can't they just download the highest quality versions of their particular Dragon Ball scenes, so that way you don't get that orange brick quality that YouTube does not do a good job of compressing. I also can't deny the animation, because the animation is fucking fantastic. Once again, it's not just Devil who goes out with a bang. That was to be expected. And I did say all of the people, and again, I know Ben has other reasons, and I can understand. I think Devil did want to, at the very least, I think Devil wanted to stay on for maybe one more year, but I think because of the constant ridicule he got last year, even for fights during segments that he had nothing to do with, like, there were comments where people said, "Oh, Devil Artemis has really gone downhill," and they weren't even doing a good job of actually criticizing. They were just ridiculing for the sake of ridiculing. And Devil did say that it partially because of the Death Battle community, he did decide to leave, and he wanted to go and focus on his own channel full time, which I respect and I do appreciate. So yes, for his segments, it's great. For Moro, it's awesome to see him actually work on a Dragon Ball fight. I hope he gets to do it more in the future. And it's awesome that they brought Duvad back, because
he's
for those
back
who don't know,
time, I think.
Yeah, Duvad was one of the original Blender / SFM animators, along with Devil Artemis and Dai Tomodachi, during the days where they started getting source filmmaker editors / Blender animators. And Duvad had worked on almost every 3D fight, except the ones that involved Torian, but him and Devil knew how to cook. So it was great seeing Duvad back again.
I think the last fight he worked on was Goku vs Superman 3, right? It was before
Yes, it was him, David, and I want to say it was also Dai Tomodachi, or no, it was also Luis too. So yeah, Duvad got to come back, and I hope he sticks around.
He
the
said
voice
that
acting-
both Devil and Moro helped get him back into the groove of things, since it was a bit difficult after being gone for so long.
Okay, well that's good. That's very nice. But the voice acting was also top notch. Yeah, Devil probably gives a great performance. Probably, ironically, what is his first and last Death Battle performance. It's very good. The track.
He did. If you count DBX, he played Devil Artemis Cell as a co-host.
True, but that was only in that segment. I'm only counting Death Battle appearances.
That's fair.
The track is also pretty damn lit. I am disappointed it wasn't a vocal track, but Aaron, Theirwolf Media's choice to have it just be a mix-up of Metal's theme, of Live and Learn, and Perfect Cell's theme from Bruce Falconer.
I think his theme is All of Me.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry.
Whichever.
Yeah, so,
I Am All of Me is the end boss theme from Sonic Heroes.
Okay, well, the point still stands. It was good. I like it. So I would actually. This is going to sound a little blasphemous, but I actually think that this should go above Bowser versus Eggman. Not because it's better, but because, okay, in terms of different quality, this is an episode that, for the life of me, I cannot see any fault in, other than the minor criticism of not giving Metal and Cell the tie and speed category. But I also just think, because I've watched this fight 10 times, I think it's just, in my opinion, it's one of, if not the best new Foundation episodes of the Independent era.
Oh, for sure. But I'm like, putting it above Bowser versus
which is
Eggman,
very ironic. When you
Listen, I respect your opinion, but for saying it goes above Bowser versus Eggman, you're getting your dick ripped off right now.
What is with you in that today?
Yeah, I know. It's like, Ben,
back to the bit, baby.
Ben, I will take off your dick because I know you're not using it.
But yeah, for me, it's like Bowser, putting it above Bowser versus Eggman. I'm like, that is a very hard call for me to make, because that's still a really fucking good episode.
It is a good episode, but again, it just comes down to the fact that, okay, look,
I'm willing to at least put them both at like very close to each other, though. That's where I'm willing to put them.
No, I can understand that, but again, I think that at this current moment, now I'm not saying it's better. I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying I think it should go above it, just because I liked it. It has nothing to do with the quality. Like,
it's your personal preference, though.
It is a personal preference. Like, I can still rewatch Bowser versus Eggman. It is definitely in my top echelon of the Independent era, and it still set the foundation. Won't argue that. But I just think, like, okay, for a send off, and for a Dragon Ball fight, and a character and a matchup featuring a Sonic character, I just think that, okay, this definitely has just enough to compete with Bowser versus Eggman.
Very easily. Very easy competition to be alongside him, but picking between one or the other, I think at the moment it's like picking between two really good children. It's like, you're making it up. It's like you're really twisting my arm here. They're trying to put it above.
Yeah. Well, Ben, you kind of got no choice, because it is 3 for where it is, and it's 1, so you do have to move it up.
But
it's 3 to where it is right now.
But my position is more so it's around the level of like Goku Black versus Reverse Slash. In terms
Yeah,
of those
actually, I'm
episodes.
sorry. So that's two. So yeah, so you have two votes to stay where it's at. You have one vote above Bowser versus Eggman, and you have one vote above Goku Black versus Reverse Flash.
So 1 up, 1 down, and 2 for where it is. So
yeah, keeping it where it's at is at least reasonably fair.
Yeah,
I'd
I am
say.
all of me. He is Shadow the Hedgehog's final theme. Yeah, it very important to note, not the credits theme. That's never turned back. Yeah, what I'm made of is Sonic Heroes final boss theme against Neo Metal Sonic. The big ugly fucking bastard.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I think that's a good place to end it. I really need to go to the bathroom.
All right.
All right, then.
It's going to be Andor time.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
It's going to be Andor time soon. You guys are more than welcome to join, Ben and Bender.
Thank you.
What time is it right now? It's about 10:32 on my end.